Hi everyone. Today we're going to look at how to calculate gradient, and there's two important things we need to figure out to be able to calculate gradient. So if we go to the next page first, what we need to calculate is VD, so that's our vertical distance. So that's basically difference in height between the two spots given to us. And then horizontal distance, that's a normal distance we always calculate, so ground distance you can say. So we need VD, vertical distance, and HT, horizontal distance. So the question will be something like, calculate the gradient between A and B on this map. Okay, so there are quite a few clues I've given you on this very creative map I've drawn here. So I'm going to just give you a few minutes, and I want you to figure out what is the height of A and what is the height of B. Please look at all the clues that I've given you on this map. Just pause your video quickly and then try to figure this out. Okay, so you hopefully have gotten an answer for A now and for B. So let's have a look. What are our clues? I'm going to quickly highlight them. So there's our first clue. Okay, hope it's not too dark. Let me just go over it again. So that is 1780. Okay, now how do we use that? Let's see, this is a contour line, of course. So all along that line where it's on, the value is 1780 meters. Don't forget this is all meters. Now this is showing up is that way. Okay, that's an arrow. Okay, so let me just make that clear. Okay, so that way is up for 1780. So that means below it will be 1760. Please remember always on contour lines on a topographic map we count in 20s. That's always the case on a topographic map. Okay, so 1780, and the one above it will be 1800 then. Okay, and how do we know we're correct? Quickly look on that line, it's a thicker line. Okay, so when we count our contour lines and there's a thicker line, it should indicate 100. So in this case, it's 1800, 1800. Okay, so that's how we know we are correct. Good. Now we continue. Let's go down from 1760. One down should be then 1740. Okay, now we should be able to calculate what is B. B is in between 1740, 1760. If you look at the distance between the spot and that line, I'd say it's a bit closer to 1760. So in the middle of these two, you would find 1750. Am I right? Okay, so 1750, but it's slightly closer to 1760, so slightly above. Let's say that is, let's make our own line there. I'd say that is more or less the middle almost. Okay, so that should be 1750. So it's just slightly above it. So my answer for B is going to be 1753. Okay, you do have a margin of error here. Obviously, my answer and your answer won't be exactly the same, but it needs to be about 2 or 3 meters within my range. Okay, so B 1750, great. Now we want A. Now there's various methods of getting to A. I'm going to show you both. Okay, so let's continue with 1740 where we ended off. Now next one is going to be 1720. Do you agree? Okay, now quickly follow that line. 1720 goes all the way around, so there's also 1720. Good. Okay, now our next one is going to be what? Okay, look carefully. Now we are starting to go up again. Why would that be the case? We went down all the way, so we started 1780, then 1760, 1740, 1720. Now it's 1720 again. Look at the clue there. There's a river. And what do we know about a river? A river's in a river valley, so it looks like this. Okay, so there's our river valley, there's our river flowing. So we were basically on the left hand side and we were going 1780, 1760, 1740, 1720. Okay, then we got to the river. Do you see there? There's our last 1720 there. Now we're on the other side of the river, 1720, and now it's going up again. So you'll get 1740, 1760, 1780, and the same thing. Do you all understand? Okay, so that's our 1740. This is our 1760, 1780. Okay, and then this one will be 1. Good, and we know we're correct because it's a thick line again and it's on 100. Okay, so we know we're correct. Okay, so now we actually have a value of A because A is on a line of 1780. So there we have it, A 1780. Okay, nice. The other method was this way. If you look at this right here, okay, there they give us a spot height, 1832. Now that will be the highest point on this hill of this landform. So now we need to find the value of this contour line. Okay, if we can find the value of that, then we can work our way towards A again. So if we have 1832 and that's the highest point, we need to it means we need to go down. So if we go down, and remember we are counting in 20, so when you count in 20s, you will get to 1800, then 1820, or then 1840. You will never get to 1830 if you count in 20s. So if you think about 1832, highest point, one lower, what will be one lower of the contour lines? That will be 1820. Okay, good. And now we go down again, 1800, the thick one, good. And then A would have been 1780. So that's the other way of getting to A. Okay, great, guys. So now we have A and B, and I hope you got the same answers as me. If not, don't stress about it. Just practice this. This is one of those questions you will definitely get end of your grade 12 year in your final exam. So we need to practice this and make sure we can get it. But the most important thing is look at all the clues on your map. And from there on, work towards your point that you need the height of. Often what they do is they will give you something like B, like I did now, and then the other one they'll give you either a spot height or a trig beacon, which actually already includes the answer. Okay, so they would have given you, let's say, for example, B like we have there, and we would have made this spot height C. Okay, so what is the height of C? That is 1832, of course. All right, so let's move on. Now VD, we can calculate. VD is the vertical distance, so that means the difference in height between the two spots. Okay, so let's just go back. What's our two heights? 1780, so let's write that down. Minus, because we're looking for the difference between them, 1753. 1753. Okay, and just get out your calculator and work out with me. So 1780 minus 1753, and that's going to give you 27 meters. Don't forget the meters, really important. Okay, so we have our VD, great. Now what about HD? Okay, so HD is our horizontal distance, and here this is just normal distance like we usually calculate. So you can take your ruler and measure basically from A to B, but I'm going to do this for us now because all of the answers will differ depending on the device we're working on. I'm working on a tablet, so let's make this 10 centimeters. Okay, let me just highlight that. So that's 10 centimeters from A to B. Good. The other thing is this would have been a normal topographic map. So scale would have been 1 to 50,000. That's the other important thing. You, of course, need to calculate distance. So let's quickly think about what we need to do. So 10 centimeters. To calculate distance, we need to take 10 centimeters times by a scale of 50,000. And that gives us 500,000 centimeters. Okay, so what do we do now? We need to get this in the same unit. So there we have meters, here we have centimeters. Okay, so what do we do to get centimeters to meters? To convert that, we of course divide by 100. So 500,000 divide by 100 is going to give you 5,000 meters. Okay, so what's our next step? Now we put this back into equation, but I'm going to ask you to put your big one at the top. So 5,000 over 27, and we don't have to write meters. We can, but we don't have to because it's the same unit now. And that equals, of course, what do we need to do now? We want something over 1, so we're going to divide by 27 at the bottom to get a 1 there. And we are going to say 5,000 divide by 27 equals 185. Okay, so what does this mean? Now we're going to put it as this. Okay, so remember our unit, technically this is still meters and that's still meters. So this means for every meter that we go up, because remember 1 comes from the 27, okay? 1 comes from the 27, and our 27 of course comes from our VD answer. So that is our vertical distance, our difference in height basically. Okay, so that means for 1 meter that we go up, okay, so let's just write there 1 meter, that's 1 meter up, we need to walk 185 meters. So that's a very long way. Now we just connect these two. Okay, so now the next thing we'll ask you is this gradient steep or not? And the answer here is no, this is definitely not a steep gradient. This is very gentle. For every 185 meters, so close to 200 meters you're going to walk, you will only go up by 1 meter. Okay guys, and that's basically gradient, how we calculate it. Please practice this if you need to go through this video again, and just check the steps and make sure you understand which steps to take when. Okay, thank you guys.